So now we are in February, and it's a month of well, we have Chinese New Year. It's a celebration, prosperity, and it's also Valentine's Day, the month of love. And obviously, we've chosen the lovely rose. Obviously, well, this is a gorgeous a peony, and like the my background on Zoom is kind of like a field of lovely rose, peonia lovely rose. So what can people do in February when the flowers is not, it's still growing? Do you have any advice, Billy?
At this time of the year, the peonies should be showing at least 5 centimeters of red shoots showing through the ground. And this is quite an important point to make, really, that people see this and worry about the beast from the east coming, with this bad weather that's coming in from Europe, and their poor peonies are going to get frazzled in this frost. Don't worry about it. This good peonies can take minus 35 degrees, and this sort of cold winter temperature makes them flower better. So don't cover them up, don't mulch them. A lot of people would like to mulch their peonies just to protect them, and this is one of the toughest species around, and it doesn't need human interference. Well, there's a lot of human interference, but it doesn't need interference as much as it doesn't need to be protected. It's quite happy. So leave them open, lots of wind and air around them. The other big important thing is good housekeeping, I suppose you could say. You want to be removing any dead leaves or plant material from around the base of the plant. You want to keep it free of moisture and rotting material so that no disease can get in. The most vulnerable time, I suppose, with a lot of living creatures is as they start into growth. They're tender, and this is when the peonies can catch wilt and all sorts of problems. So keep them free and of dead plant material, and keep the air moving around. That's a really important point.
That's a really good advice, because I have people on my Instagram when I show off my shoots in my garden, and they were indeed worried about, should I cover my shoots with plastic bags to keep them warm? And I told them, as far as I know, they like a bit of frost. And yeah, it's exactly what you just said, and you gave the real good the detailed advice. And wow, minus 35, that is it's a shame it doesn't flower in minus 35.
Not but even in Australia and warm countries like South Africa, and where you normally can't grow peonies unless you're way up in the mountains, they use plastic bags on top of their peonies, but they're full of ice, because it's so hot. The peonies won't flower in really, really hot climates because their roots get too warm, and various other reasons. So the real peony enthusiasts will buy peonies, even though they're not supposed to grow them, and they will fill a huge linen bag full of ice, and they will sit it on top of the peony during the winter and let the ice slowly melt over the peony, and then the next spring they have beautiful blooms.
Wow.
Thank goodness we don't need to do that in this country. That seems going to extremes, but this is what peony fans are like. They'll go to all sorts of lengths to make them grow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fantastic. I was thinking, oh, should I get some my ice bucket and pull it over into my peony bed?
No, what I do when I'm growing my seeds at the moment, I grow lots of peonies from seed, and at this time of the year when it's snowing and frosty, I'll put the seed outside so that they get a real good frosting, and then they'll start to germinate. Sometimes if we have a really mild winter, I can't get them to germinate, and what I do is I don't throw them away. I just keep them and put them somewhere shady and cool for the summer. And one year I had 3 years lots of peonies, Peony Mary from China, from Western China, from Yunnan, and I couldn't get them to germinate. So this was the third year, and then in January I heard that there's a really bad frost coming for the next week. So I took them all out the hut, put them outside, let the frost on them, and 3 weeks later they came up like cress.
Wow.
They just every single seed germinated, I think.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, don't think peonies are delicate. Don't you find that sometimes people just talk about peonies that they are really special, but they think because they're so blousy and big like dahlias and other big blooms like that, they think they must be tender, but they're astonished when you tell them that they're not. Yeah.
Hey, our peonies are tough cookies.